Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, this video, I want to tell you guys that you don't have to change yourself to attract women. So, I see a lot online where guys, when they talk about, getting girls, there's some guys that'll say, I don't want to have to change myself. And all of this, learning game stuff is about changing yourself and trying to suck up to a woman and this and that. So guys just is like, I don't want to have to do that, and that's fucked up. And why do I have to be something that I'm not just to get the girl? Right? Now, see, the thing is, you don't have to change yourself in order to get women. Right? In order to attract women. See, a lot of guys who are like nice guys, quote unquote, they'll say, oh, I got to act like an asshole in order to get a girl. Right? Now, what's ironic about that whole thing when we talk about the nice guys is that the nice guys are actually changing themselves in order to get women, because the nice guys aren't actually nice guys, meaning that they're putting on this sort of act in order to, appear as a nice person in order to get the girl. They think, well, let me be nice and accommodating to her, and that's going to make her like me. So the ironic part is that the nice guys say they don't want to change themselves, but they've actually changed themselves when it comes to them dealing with women, because they turn into that nice guy. So, for example, when that quote unquote nice guy is, just chilling with his friends, hanging out, right? Him and his friend may, let's say, for example, be going out to chill, and then his friend say, hey, let's go see a movie. And his friend is like, let's go see this movie. And then he'll say, nah, I don't really want to see that. Let's go see this other one, right? Because he doesn't want to see that movie. Right? But then if he is in the same situation with a girl and he's hanging out with some girl, let's say they're on a date or whatever, and she's like, hey, let's go see this movie. Right? What the nice guy is going to do is, instead of saying, I don't want to see that movie, let's see this other one, he's going to say, okay, cool. Yeah, let's see that movie. That seems good. Right? So he's changing himself for that girl in order to, get along with her, hoping that that's going to make her like him. See, that's the ironic part, because it's always the quote unquote nice guys who's saying, oh, why do I have to change myself and do all this other stuff? But they have already changed themselves for the woman in the first place. So, for example, if you are a guy who sees a girl across the room at a party and you're thinking, damn, I'll fuck the shit out that girl. I want to have sex with that girl. And then you go up to that girl and you're having conversations with her. You're talking to her. And throughout the whole conversation, you mention nothing about sex. You just changed yourself for that girl. Because if you didn't change yourself, you would just actually go up there and let her know you want to have sex with her. You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing. You don't have to change yourself to attract women. In fact, all you really need to do is this thing. All you need to do is actually be yourself. You understand? That's it. Don't change yourself for women ever. Just be how you're going to be, period. So that means that if you're going out on that date with that girl and she says, hey, let's go see this movie, and you don't want to see that movie, you tell her, nah, I don't want to see that movie. Let's see another movie. Right? Or if you're dealing with a girl and let's say she's like, hey, let's say if you want to have sex or have some casual sex, and she's like, well, I want to go on a few dates first and blah, 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 and I got to take it slow. But you don't want to take it slow. Guess what? Just tell her, hey, listen, I don't want to do that shit. So I want to have some casual sex. Whenever you're ready to have some sex, holla at your boy. Right? So now when you're doing that, you're not changing for the girl. And in fact, that's the thing that makes the chick want to fuck with you. Because see, a lot of guys with this is what confuses guys. They think that women just like jerks and assholes and bad boys and all this other stuff, right? They're like, oh, they don't want the nice guy, they want the asshole, right? It's not necessarily that they want the asshole. It's that when a guy doesn't change who he is, he appears to be an asshole. You understand? So the nice guy's thinking, I gotta act like an asshole in order to get the girl. But all the nice guy needs to do is be himself, and then he will appear to be an asshole to the girl. You understand? So it's not that you have to change yourself to get the girl. It's that you're not getting the girl because you changed yourself. You changed yourself into the nice guy instead of being who the fuck you were in the first place, which would have got you the girl. You see what I'm saying? So you're under the illusion that the girl just wants the assholes. No, she wants the guys who are real. The guys who are real appear to be assholes. Understand that for a woman, a guy who's an asshole to a woman is not necessarily that he's a bad person. It's not that he is a guy who is being a dick, you know, and there's sometimes guys are like that. But most of the times when a woman says a guy's an asshole, all she's really saying is that this guy has his own mind. This guy is doing things contrary to what I expect him to do. So what happens is that when you're dealing with women, and this is not even something you need to put on or change about yourself, because guys will be like, but, you know, I'm not, you know, a mean guy, or I'm not like a guy who's going to be a certain type of way or whatever. The thing is, when you're dealing with women, there's going to be times where you're naturally going to want to say no to her. There's times you're naturally not going to feel like, you know, hearing her shit. You understand? There's times where you're naturally not going to want to deal with her. So what happens is that if you're just actually being authentic, you're going to be dating chicks, and sometimes they're going to want to hang out with you. And you might not really feel like hanging out with them. You might be doing some other shit. You might be trying to get with some other girl. And so instead of trying to be quote unquote nice and talk to her on the phone for an hour or go see her, you might tell her, hey, listen, I'm busy today. I got some shit to do. I'll holler at you later. You understand? And that's you being authentic because you really didn't feel like fucking with her at that moment. Or you might get a chick hit you up talking about, hey, you know, what's up? And then you're talking to her and you just want her to come straight to the crib, but she want to go out. And then you say to her, yo, just come to the crib. I'm not really trying to go out. She's like, why are you acting like that? And all you want is sex. Yeah, I want some sex, so come over to the crib. She's gonna be like, you're a fucking asshole. And she's going to hang up. You understand? And then she's going to call you back and try to see what's popping. You see what I'm saying? So it's not you pretending to be an asshole or changing into an asshole, changing into that jerk. It's just you being you, and then she's going to perceive that as you being a jerk. This is why you guys think women want the assholes, why you think they want the bad boys. You feel what I'm saying? It's not necessarily about that. It's about the fact that the guy is just being him, which makes her more attracted to him, which is why she's gravitating more to him versus the quote unquote nice guy who is pretending to be nice. So the nice guy, ironically, is the person who changed himself to try to get the girl. You see what I'm saying? So all of you nice guys who say, oh, I don't want to, you know, have to change myself to get the girl. Guess what? You've changed yourself. You're talking about you. You're the one who did that. You're the one changing yourself. You're the one acting like the nice guy. You're the one bending over backwards to please her because you think this is what you need to do to get her. You're the one acting like being this quote unquote nice guy. You're doing something virtuous. You're not being like these bad boys and assholes they complain about. I'm different than these guys. I'm going to be and pretend to be this nice dude, but I'm really not nice, because if you don't fuck with me, I'm going to call you a bitch and a slut and a whore, and then I'm going to go MGTOW. You understand? So you guys got to understand that when it comes to you dealing with women, and when it comes to the game, it's not about you changing yourself, right? It's about you being who you are. And this is the thing. See, if you're being who you are, right, and you're really being honest with yourself, what's going to happen is that you're going to be in situations where you're going to say and do things that may make you end up losing the chick. But see, what happens is that guys are scared to lose women. So they end up, doing a whole bunch of goofy shit, trying to sort of cater to the girl, or trying to, like curb their personality to what he thinks she wants and all this. So now he's starting to change himself for the girl. You understand? And all you really had to do was just be yourself. That's all you had to do. Just go off of your instinct. You understand? You're saying to yourself, damn, I want to fuck the shit out of this girl, but you don't tell her that at all. You don't mention sex, anything at all. You don't mention trying to take her home. You don't mention none of that. So what are you doing? Talk that shit and be that dude. Because what happens is that when you are that guy, you're more attractive to these women because you're actually being who you are. You're naturally being yourself. You got to understand something. Women are bombarded with a bunch of fucking nice guys who's kissing their ass, who's doing a whole bunch of that shit, and they can tell that that's not really you. They can tell that that's not authentic. You understand? They can tell. This isn't new to them. If you meet some girl who's 27 years old and dude's been trying to holler at her since she was like 17, 18, you think that she can't tell the difference between a guy who is naturally just being him and a guy who's being on some nice guy shit? You understand? She can tell that from a mile away. So then she rejects all the nice guys, and women like her also reject the nice guys, and the nice guys are like, what the fuck is wrong with these bitches? You understand? And then they're like, oh, well, I don't want to have to learn this game and change myself because I'm this nice dude. Right? And I don't want to have to be a dick. I don't have to be an asshole. But listen, let's keep this shit real. Let's keep it real. What people got to understand is this, is that there's different sides to you. You understand? Everyone has a quote unquote dark side, meaning that you're not going to be this nice person all the time, or this front that you put. That's not natural. You understand what I'm saying? There's some times where you're going to want to disagree with this girl. There's some times where she's going to want to do something you don't want to do. There's going to be sometimes you're going to want to do something she don't want to do. You understand? There needs to be that conflict. Sort of, there needs to be that, that sort of like friction there sometimes. You understand? Now, when I say conflict and friction, I'm not saying y'all arguing and yelling and doing all this other stuff and all this other craziness. All I'm saying is there has to be something where she's like, hey, I wanted this to go down. I want this to happen. I want this to occur. And you're just like, nah, not trying to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Or you're saying, hey, I want to do this. And she's like, oh, I don't really know. And you're like, nah. And you're sticking to what you say you want to do. You understand? Because that is more natural. You understand? That's more, you're like a actual person. Like she can see that, okay, you're a person with your own thoughts, your own desires. You have principles. You understand? You are your own person. So you're not being somebody in relation to her. You're who you are with or without her, and she has to see that. And that only occurs when you're being real. So it's not about you changing yourself. It's about you being who you are to the fullest. Because then she's going to see the real you, and that's who she's actually attracted to. So all you guys thinking, oh, I don't want to change myself and this and this and that, is usually the nice guys that are saying that. And you nice guys have to understand that you have actually changed yourself already. So drop all that bullshit and be yourself. Click the link below to get the ebook 60-Second Game. In this book, you learn how your confidence, verbal communication skills, appearance, response to rejection, and honesty can affect your game. Click the link below to get your copy today. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.